Welcome back, Kevin's Mobile Repair. I've got a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm going to do a full video on how to for rake rotor and pads. This has a wheel lock. It's going to be a 22mm socket. Alright, a couple little things first. This brake clip right here is an anti-rattle clip, so that'll come off. Here's the easiest way I do so. Flathead screwdriver. Put it between the back of the rotor and the clip. Push it forward. And walk it out that way. Be careful. It will spring on you if you don't watch it. This does get new clips, so that one gets thrown away. There's little covers on the back for the tool that's needed to go back in the back. We'll take off the caliper pins, which will be a T7 on this model. I'm going to go ahead and take those out. Take the pins all the way out so they can get greased up and then going back in. Little bottom part's a little tight because of the springs in the way. Slide pin all the way out. So, same flathead screwdriver, put it in between the caliper and the brake pad, loosen it just a little bit so that way it can come free. Move it up and out of the way. Take one pad off, pad's pretty low. Now this Jeep, there's a little O-ring right here. You probably won't be able to see it on the video, but the little O-ring, this holds the caliper in place while going down the assembly line. Just a little lineup thing, just like what Honda will have for screws. That's what that's for. That's what this is. Just make sure you put that back on. For the bracket, it is going to be an 18mm. There. Where'd my wrench go? Ugh. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Nothing special. You can loosen them up, then you can usually take them off by hand. There's a lot of brake Loctite on there. Then you'll have to use the tool to keep removing it. Otherwise, comes right off. See, a little or no Loctite on that one. Sometimes they go crazy on them, sometimes they don't put any of them on. Spin off both the 18s. And then now, not an easy rotor to remove, so tap it. There is a dust shield back, so don't hit it from behind unless you're going to hit it right where the caliper itself was at. Tap on it on this side over here, loosen it up. Just like that. These shoes aren't too bad. They're not dirty either, so I'm not going to clean it off. Little or no dust on there, so it's not a big issue. Sorry for that. So this is going to be, if you've seen my other video on my Jeeps, this is going to be a key little component to help break noise, longevity of the pads, and just overall performance for it. Bunch of rust right here, so we use a wheel and get all that rust off. Yeah, for both sides. So the caliper sits on that, and the pads slide in this little groove. These don't have clips like a lot of them do, so you do need to clean those up, otherwise you will have sticking caliper. The caliper will stick because the pads itself will stick in on that, so it's just a good idea to clean that up. Pad. Here's my caliper compressing tool. You don't have to have anything that's fancy. C-clamp works just fine. The little ones that you find that are $7, $8, $10 in Advanced AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whoever it is you go to, it works just fine too. Then we're going to put brake grease on the pad. And I'll put it here, right up here, so that way when it does slide, it slides on the grease. Makes it a more easily movable item. I know I said that wrong. Pads over there. Alright, let's slap on our rotor. It's also a good idea to clean the outside of the rotor a little bit. Usually they pack it with some sort of oil or what they call cosmoline, and it just prevents the rotor from rusting as it sits waiting to be sold. So using brake cleaner on that works just fine too. Put that on there. Put a little O-ring back on. I have a little pick, a little flathead screwdriver will work too. Make sure it gets in the groove. It's done. Caliper bracket on. You can use a ratchet for this as well, but I like the expedient of the ratcheting wrench. Caliper here, brake pad in here. Snap it in. Same thing this one. There's little, see these little metal pins? Those are scrubbers. Those scrubbers are designed to tell you when it's time to change your brake pads. Makes a little squealing type noise. Slap the caliper back on. Grease up our slide pins. I push them in and also rock it back and forth until I feel it go into the groove for each one before you start tightening it down, so that way you do not stretch or strip the bolt, and you got a problem. Okay, those are in. Don't forget your little covers. Prevents any water from getting in there and causing rust, which is a bad thing. Alright, here is the little trick of putting those on. Start it with the bottom. I put one clip at the bottom, put it on the outside, pull it all the way forward as far as possible. A pair of pliers. Be careful, you don't want this to let go on you because it will snap you in the face. Get about yay. Tap it in. Now it's not in all the way. A little screwdriver. Tap it in there. Tap it in there. Oh, it's on the wrong side. Duh. Just like that. Tap it in both sides. That way it's seated forward. And that is your Jeep Grand Cherokee brake job. Put the tire stuff back on and away she rolls. Thank you for watching. Please comment and like.